Hello, Aries friends. How are you today? I hope you are doing well. I'm actually suddenly extremely warm. Hold on. Where is that coming from? Sorry everyone. Okay. Hi, thank you. Hopefully that works. Maybe I have to turn the fan on. It's bananas. It's like 20 degrees outside. Don't know why I'm very sweaty all of a sudden. Okay, hi. For those of you who've been here before, welcome back. And for those of you who's first time here, welcome. I'm Denise. This is Surrender to the Flow Tarot. And today I'm going to be doing mid-monthly reading for the collective of Aries. So the format of this, of the mid-monthlies, is broken into decans. And every astrological sign has 3 parts. It's divided into 3 parts called decans. Depending on where your birthday is, determines which decan you fall into. So I'm going to do full readings for each decan. I'm going to tell you what the decans are, what the dates are, so you know which one is yours. You can watch yours, you can watch all of them, whatever works for you. I'm going to have timestamps below, so you can just click on them if you only want to watch your own. In the previous month's readings, all of the decans told this like one story. There was overlap, just FYI. You do you, boo. Okay, okay, all right. So the question that we're asking is, what can you do to raise your energetic vibration from now to for the rest of the month? And we are going to start with the Linestrider Tarot, which I've had for over a year, but I've never done a reading once with it, I don't think. And today it was like, pick me. Okay. So I'm going to pull for all 3 decans and do a full reading for each one. We're going to start with Decan 1, which is March 21st to the 31st. Decan 2 is April 1st to the 10th, and Decan 3 is April 11th to the 19th. Alrighty, Decan 1, are you ready for some football? Are you ready?
Ready?
Okay. Here we go. What can the folks who resonate with Decan 1 do to raise their energetic vibration from now for the rest of the month? The Knight of Cups. Sideways going into the upright. Decan 2. The Devil. Sideways going into the reverse. It's where you would want that. It's not a bad thing. And Decan 3. Everybody sideways. What's going on, folkies? The 9 of Cups sideways going into the upright. Ooh, 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 Ariesians. On the split is the Knight of Swords, cutting bitches out, taking action, having clear sight, knowing exactly what needs to be done, and doing it. And on the bottom, in the reverse, which is bananas, is the High Priestess. Okay, so listening to your intuition for all 3 decans. Letting yourself take the steps that you're guided to take. I guess they are hard for some of you to hear because you're blocking your intuition. So let's see what's going on, yeah? Okay. For Decan 1, which is March 21st to the 31st, you got the Knight of Cups sideways going into the upright. That's a cool card. The way to raise your vibration, for those of you who resonate with Decan 1, is to open your heart. Is to not just open it, but to offer it. Take the step. You're right there. You're deciding, right? You know you should. You know that that's what you're meant to do because it's sideways, but you're like, and it's going into the upright. And you scared a little bit. There's some hesitation there. So we'll pull more cards and figure out what's going on, okay? Deacon 2, which is April 1st to the 10th, you got the Devil sideways going into the reverse. Whew. It looks like a separation is happening. That's what it looks like to me. Wait, yeah. This is it in the upright. That's really interesting. It's definitely really hard and you feel bound to something. There's a lot of anguish, or maybe what you need to do, the action you need to take could cause possible anguish. But it also looks like it can also cause freedom. So moving on then, segueing into Deacon 3, which is April 11th to the 19th. What you got is the 9 of Cups sideways going into the upright, which is hilarious because it's your wish fulfillment. And this cat, look at, it's eating the bird in the cage. See his little mouth? It feels very much like this, what you need to do, all of you Arisians, no matter what deacon you resonate with, is to allow yourself to become your authentic self, is to take the actions, if there are any, that help solidify that for you, to let yourself experience whatever the outcome of that is, which it looks like it's your wish fulfillment. Okay. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to pick a tarot card to clarify or if I'm going to use a different, like an oracle card. We're going to use, oh, hold on. Okay. We're going to use the Elle Qui Oracle. We're at least going to start there. See what happens. Okay. Deacon 1, March 21st to the 31st. Knight of Cups. How can you make this a little bit more clear for the Ariesians who resonate with Deacon 1 to raise their energetic vibration? What can you tell them about this Knight of Cups that will help them raise their energetic vibration? Stillness, purity, quiet. She who calms, Jenna. Okay. She who surprises. She who questions on the bottom. Okay. What you got was she who persists, Jocelyn, perspective, defiant, persistent. Male, female, or non-binary. We're talking about energy, and these are guides for you. Okay. Where's the, here it is. So it looks, being yourself, being your most authentic self, right? And being like feeling emboldened to be that way, to embody it. Jocelyn, she who persists, wears a scarf on her head while baring her arms to the world. She will not be pigeonholed by society. She's on a quest to find herself in a way that makes sense to her own inner voice, even though others around her to try to get her to think a certain way or believe only one set of ideas. Jocelyn refuses to limit her perspective. Her goal in life is to live so she is noticed for doing things she holds important. It is not an easy path, but Jocelyn will persist. Jocelyn reminds you to take stock in your personal values and to ask yourself what you are willing to do to defend them. Nothing comes easily when she who persists shows up. She challenges you to prove you are willing to put forth the effort for things you believe in. The Knight of Cups is making an offer. Maybe you're scared. It's scary. It can be scary. It can also be so wonderful opening up. She challenges you to prove you are willing to put forth the effort for things you believe in. Owning your own power can be frightening. Others may not stand beside you. Will you persist anyway? Here are the questions to ask yourself. What personal values are important to me? Am I prepared to face challenges? How can I own my own power? Wow. I want to look at the one that was on the bottom too. Amali. It's kind of like the Page of Pentacles energy about being open, and even the Hangman, to perspective and questions and having questions and being open to having more questions. It's about searching within, right? Your job is to re-examine what you thought truth was. Chances are good you will be given an opportunity to make some changes. Remember, the circle can become a spiral, so rather than leading you back to your own beginning, it may take you up or down. Your skill at questioning will help you find your way. Questions for you. What am I searching for? What is the meaning of destiny to me? In what ways has my journey been a spiral? So it looks like the way to raise your vibration, for those of you who are resonating with Deacon 1, is to let yourself be you. Is to let yourself stand in your power, keep discovering deeper who you are, discovering it, and then healing what needs to be healed, and then allowing yourself to become who you are, to be who you are. And this is directly tied into an open heart and an offer of love. Okay. I have my energy is, I don't know what's happening. A lot of times I feel like it's so much more obvious to you guys, but then when I watch these back, I'm like, nobody even could probably tell. I feel like a slowness. I feel an excitement tempered, but like an equal amount of excitement and slowness. Do you know what I mean? It's like they're equal, and they're not stagnant, but they're both kind of waiting. Almost like, when there's a horse race and they're all waiting, it's kind of like that, like before the gates open, like that, but maybe not as intense, but maybe it is for some of you. Okay. I think I'm going to pull cards for everything on the end. We're going to go to Deacon 2. Yeah, Deacon 2, April 1st to the 10th, the Devil sideways going into the reverse, which is something meaning behaviors that you have been employing that do not help you, that hurt you. They may give you temporary relief, but they give you long-term pain, and they keep you separate from yourself. Almost always these are things that we started when we were very young because we learned ways to behave to protect ourselves. And now as adults, we don't need to do those same things anymore, right? And this looks very much like you're very aware of whatever those behaviors are. And it looks like some of this is really hard for you to let go of because it looks like it is changing. It has to do with your heart and your heart space and love and your ideas of love and also self-love and being present in yourself, preserving your reserve, right? Filling your reserve, preserving it so you have an overflow to give. Maybe you have been operating in no preserve and no overflow, and now you've been doing the work on it, and you're getting there. What Deacon 3 is the 9 of Cups. It's awesome, right? So let yourself keep opening up, okay? Let's pull another Elle Qui card for the Devil and see what's up. What can you tell Aries, the Aries folks who resonate with Deacon 2, April 1st to 10th, or whoever resonates with it, about the Devil in reverse, going into the reverse, that will help them raise their energetic vibration. Abanolaka, oh man. She who battles justice, fierce commitment. Boom. Yeah. Wow. On the bottom is she who regrets. Eclat, battle, victory, bitterness. Okay, let's see what these are. It's certainly not been easy. It looks like a long time coming, and it also looks ancestral. Like these are possibly ancestral patterns. And it looks like you may be the one to break them and change the course of the future for all of your ancestry and your lineage. Dopeness, Aries. Let's see. We'll start with the one that came out, which I cannot say that name right, and I'm not going to try again. So funny. When Abanolaka, she who battles appears, you would do well to gird your loins. Abalanka is the Zulu word for fierce. She is not one to take the easy way out. Her preference is a dead-eye stare straight into the depths of what challenges her. Sounds like the Justice or the Queen of Swords. Her bronze armor and war ribbons match her ferocious gaze. Yet at the same time, she wears a soft white dress that billows in the breeze, and she holds her sword back. As fierce as Abanlaka is, she's equally patient, and knows sometimes the best strategy is to fight a battle with words, not swords, restraint, not aggression. Abanolaka is here to help you face your current challenges. If you decide to stand and fight, Remember her unwavering focus and complete commitment. If you are victorious in your heart, you cannot be beaten. There's a great saying, you do not have to attend every argument to which you are invited. You are not diminished by refusing to do battle. Often it takes greater strength to lay down your sword. By doing so, you may learn something that changes the entire scene. Your enemy may turn out to be a friend or a teacher rather than a taker. Whichever path you choose, stay fiercely committed to your decision. What is the battle at hand that I must take on? How would I feel if I refused this particular fight? What's really behind this conflict? Whew. What this is telling me is you are more than capable of being victorious over whatever this devil behavior is for you. You are also not alone. You are not alone. For some of you, I'm feeling like if you don't have rich ancestral rituals, to look into that and develop your own. What's going on with my... I feel so weirdly not me. I feel like extra eyes are on me. Like in a scrutinizing way. I can feel it. It's like pervasive, but it's not. It's like a smell. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like a smell that's kind of smelly and unpleasant, but it's not really strong, but it's there. Do you know what I'm saying? So maybe y'all, that's coming from y'all. I would love to know in the comments if that resonates with anybody. Let's do the one on the bottom. Eclat. She who regrets brings the message of bitter victory and success, which may be regretted in the long run. She knows how to go to battle. She understands how to win a war. Never having run from a fight, the ground she rests upon is littered with skulls. She stands solitary on the smoke-covered battlefield, secure in the knowledge that she is victorious. But while the battle had to be waged, perhaps it could have been done with less acrimony. Some of the wounds Eclat inflicted were to herself. This is so the devil, yeah? There will never be any love lost between Eclat and those she has crushed in the name of her hollow victory. The message of this card is to use caution in arguments. We all have disagreements in our lives. It is how we resolve those moments that defines our future. How often have angry words been used as weapons before any attempt at a truce is made? So is this like fighting style? Is this the way you're like obsessive thinking? Is this self-sabotage, this devil behavior? And does that like leak into other, does that manifest into other behaviors? You know, like if you're obsessively thinking, or you're detached, or you're closed off, or you're quick to fight, or you're cruel, you use, you know, you're speaking without being first. Maybe those things that you do, oh my God, I can't even talk. Maybe those behaviors then cause you to binge, restrict, drink, check out, smoke. You know what I'm saying? So it might be like multifaceted devil behavior, you feel me? But connected. Can you find another way to resolve the confrontation that doesn't involve the loss of friends and self-respect? Before you send out a declaration of hostilities, look deeply into Eclat's eyes and consider her regret. What is the best outcome for all involved? Will I have regrets if this conflict ends bitterly? Who will be harmed if this matter is not settled amicably? Yeah, what are you allowing your trauma wounds to do? Who are you harming? You know what I'm saying? Some people's trauma wounds, they enact them and they cause harm to other people. Some people's trauma wounds enacted cause harm to themselves only. Feel me? Whatever this is, though, you are very aware of it and you have been doing work on it, and it looks like you are right there, right? You're about to just keep pushing forward because you're about to get to the other side, which is the Nine of Cups. This bird with this cat with the bird in its mouth, what the heck? Woo. Dang. It's almost like in the past you've had a goal and you went at it no matter the cost. You know what I mean? No matter the anguish that you caused from, and that you caused yourself. You caused others and yourself. That's that, man. Okay, let's pull the Elle Qui on these. On this one. See how they all, I hope y'all are still watching. They all flow into each other. Oh my gosh, you know what song just popped in my head? It's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie. Dude, I hate the electric slide. I hate that thing. I fucking hate that dance. I never participated in the electric slide, ever. I have in my lifetime, but I have way more not. I don't know why. It just fucking bothers me to the fire of 1,000 burning suns. Sounds like a me problem, right? If that is at all relevant to anyone, I would love to know in the comments because, okay. All right, Nine of Cups, Deacon 3, April 11th to the 19th. Look who came out again. She was on the split, too, for the middle one. Keep with that beginner's mind to yourself. That's the takeaway from this, too, for this month, to raise your energetic vibration. Keep yourself in the state of beginner's mind. And in order to keep yourself there, you have to take care of you as well. And make sure you are rounded, rooted, and grounded. What? Okay. All right. But also take care of your sleeping, what you're putting in your body, what you're letting on your body, you know, like sunshine. Are you in the dark? You feel me? All those things. Okay. Nine of Cups. She who hesitates. Mara. Ponder, delay, confidence. She who begins. Interesting. She who hesitates, she who searches and questions, she who hesitates, and she who begins. So maybe the takeaway is to be measured, right? All right. Look at that, 2. First none, and then you get 2 of them. She who sees. On the split, on the bottom is she who unfolds. What came out was she who radiates, Geneva, knowing, ambition, confidence. And she who calms, Jenna, stillness, purity, quiet. Very much Queen of Wands energy, Empress energy, and High Priestess energy. Big time. Also Queen of Pentacles in there. Okay. These are cool. Let's start with the bottom one. She who enfolds. Etriente has wrapped herself up in 3 layers of soft, colorful cloth. Her crown indicates that she rules herself. Her companion, a cousin to the scrub jay, is a noisy defender of her space. Our flaxen-haired ruler has no need of this protection. Self-care is a key component of her sovereignty. She surrounds herself as a mother swaddles an infant to contain and to comfort. That's what literally I was just saying, right? To keep yourself in the beginner's mind, you have to preserve your reserve, right? Keep yourself grounded and rooted. She also knows anyone who would be truly close to her must respect her independence. Maybe you're worried about opening up because you're worried that you're going to become codependent or lose your sense of self, or maybe I'm sure there's lots of different reasons why that could be a fear for some of you. There are ways to stay. There's interdependence that is healthy in a relationship, right? And the way that you get there is by being healthily independent first. Like, you don't want to come to a relationship half. You want to come full, as full as you are, fully present, fully aware, fully accountable. And that's who you want to be in the reflection with you. And then you come together to create a third thing, not to fill each other up. You're not each other's teachers, parents, guides, or therapists. You feel me? You're each other's support. You're each other's mirrors. But the number one, you have to maintain your sense of self, your authentic self, in your open state, right? Not closed off and blocking stuff. Etriente, I don't know how to say her name, comes to teach you to trust and protect your layers. Do not be an open book now. Let those who would know you have a Let those who would know you have a challenge. You are not being coy. You are being careful with your precious self. It is important to make this distinction. Sometimes we open ourselves up too soon and too much. Interesting. Be discerning with how much you reveal, so others understand you are not to be taken lightly. Remember, it is perfectly acceptable to hold parts of yourself back until you are ready. How can I comfort myself right now? Who deserves to see past all my layers? What should I allow myself to embrace? You have to be strong in your sense of self in order to be open, right? This is really interesting. Because there's a difference between discernment and, if you're moving from fear, that's something you want to take a look at. If it doesn't feel good anywhere in your body, you want to take a look at it. If you're withholding because of fear, that is not something that this card wants you to do. It wants you to recognize who you are, to be able to hold on to that, and to hold yourself as sacred, right? Not everyone is worth your energy. And maybe you are, you're fire sign, so maybe you're used to like moving full speed ahead. And in order to keep your stability, they're saying to really, it's not even go slow. It's stay in tune with yourself, right? Stay present. So that was what was underneath. And what came out was Geneva. She who radiates. I used to live on Geneva Street. That's the street I grew up on. Boop. Glows with the confidence of a true leader, and her choices of ornamentation reflect her ambition. If it doesn't make her feel powerful, it is not for her. She has chosen the headdress of a chieftain with bold markings of gold. Her face tattoos point to her strong features. Her third eye chakra that knows all. Her eyes that see everything, and her mouth that speaks her profound truth. The flower she wears reflects her valor. This is a woman who understands the true nature of power. Her ambition is not to be denied. Geneva will be seen for the warrior princess she is. It really sounds like you are about to step out in your full authentic self, and it is something that no one has ever seen before, ever, not even you fully. That's what this feels like, and it is going to be big and amazing and beautiful, and for some people, it's going to be a lot, but that you are not a lot, okay? They're not on your frequency, they're down here. So of course you're going to look like a lot. If you stay grounded in your authentic self and you are doing that consistently, you do not have to worry or take into consider or let the other people's opinions affect you. I don't like how I said that, but I know you know what I mean. Okay. This card is asking you to look at the persona you present to the world. Is it the real you? The you who wants to conquer your world? Let your appearance announce to the world that you are a force to be reckoned with. This force is beauty, power, and ambition that radiates from you like a queen's golden rings. Make sure you are doing everything you can to honor your true essence. The questions to ask yourself are, how do I display my confidence to the world? What does my personal style tell others about me? What is my ambition for today? Okay, Jenna, she who calms. Stillness, purity, quiet. Jenna walks beneath a wintry sky. Her wise companion, the owl, follows her. There is peace here in the stillness of the trees. Her dress, made from the feathers of the white peacock with a delicate overlay of Queen Anne's lace, echoes the quiet purity of snow. This goddess is a ghost to some. To others, she is a trusted confidant. But Jenna sees and knows all who revel in her wintry world. A whisper of a cold breeze against the cheek is her kiss of thanks. Jenna appears in order to honor the pause. Come to me, child, she quietly calls. Come to me when your days are too full. Come to me when noise overpowers. Her gift is calm companionship. An intimate walk on a snow-quieted day will be your reward when you answer her call. Intuition, right? She and her whisper-winged guide want to show you the benefit of carving out a few peaceful moments for yourself. Intuition, preserving your reserve, rebuilding your reserve, refilling your reserve, preserving your reserve. All of that is self-care, right? Maintaining it so that you have space, you can hold space for intuition, and then you can hold space to blossom for all of the new, beautiful, wonderful, and they might feel scary at first, things that are meant for you, okay? The lovely spirit of Winterland beckons you to join her for one still minute. Focus on your breath. Appreciate all that we have in this one simple moment. Pause to give thanks for this calm respite. Your questions are, can I afford 5 minutes to merely sit and breathe quietly? How will I benefit by taking a few minutes right now? How can I make this a daily practice? Your 9 of Cups, your wish fulfillment or whatever that is right here for you. The thing that is blocking it is obviously you, right? But is you blocking your authentic self. Yeah. Yes, I don't know what is happening in my head. I'm going to pull a major arcana for you. For all 3. 1 overall. For what energy for you to embody right now when you're watching this to start with. That'll help you get to your 9 of Cups. Okay? The Wheel of Fortune. The destiny is already at play. And the wheel is powered by the source, and our job is just to get on it. It's to get on it, stay centered, stay focused, stay present. And sometimes, I know for me, the way to stay present is to literally focus on my breathing. Or if I'm doing dishes, instead of my brain going and like into my, I'm like literally like feeling the steel of the pot, listening to the sound of the water. You know what I mean? The Wheel of Fortune is spinning, and the thing that you can do right now is to let it spin and get on it and go with the flow. Surrender to the flow. I called it this for a reason. It's relevant. Okay. I hope that this helped, Ariesians. Thank you for coming and sharing your energy with me again. And thanks for holding space for me to attempt to interpret the energies for you. I will see you again in about 2 weeks for your March reading. Okay. And those I've been breaking down week by week, just FYI. Okay, there you go. I hope this helped. See you next time. Bye, Aries.